नमस्ते, हमेशा खुश रहो बिटियाओ। माई सेल्फ डॉक्टर हिना मेवाड़ा, असिस्टेंट प्रोफेसर, डिपार्टमेंट ऑफ प्रसूति एंड स्त्री रोग, फैकल्टी of Ayurvedic Science, Jayoti Vidyapeeth, Women's University. In today's session, I am going to discuss about hysteroscopy. Hysteroscopy is an operative procedure whereby the endometrial cavity can be visualized with the aid of fiber optic telescope. It can be used for diagnostic as well as therapeutic purpose. For the diagnostic purpose, it is indicated in the case of unexplained abnormal uterine bleeding or pre or post menopausal bleeding, in the selected cases of infertility, in unexplained infertility, and where recurrent pregnancy loss has occurred. It is also used when there is abnormal hysterosalpingiography. It should be used prudently only after other investigations. It is also used to visualize transformation zone with colpomicrohysteroscopy when colposcopic finding is unsatisfactory. Now, therapeutic indication. Therapeutically, it is indicated for removal of IUCD, for purpose of biopsy of intrauterine lesion, for resection of uterine septum, and cannulation of fallopian tube and the sterilization process. It is also indicated in the case of uterine synecdoche for removal of adhesions, in case of uterine polyp for polypectomy, in case of submucous myomas for myomectomy, and uh, for the purpose of endometrial ablation. Now, equipments. The equipments which are used in hysteroscopy is telescope, which have eyepiece, barrel, and objective lens. Accessory instruments are scissors, forceps, and grasping forceps, monopolar and bipolar electrodes. Other instruments are telescope, seat, distending media, image recorder, camera, and light source. This is the telescope. Um, this is the barrel, and this is the objective lens, and this is the eyepieces. This is the operating seat or hysteroscope, operative hysteroscope. Uh, this is the inflow tubing, and this is the outflow tubing for the distending media. This is the light source, and this is the operating part where the operating instruments are inserted for the use of operation. This is the other picture of hysteroscope, and this is the picture of rectoscope. There are many holes are present at the end. The distending media needs to distend uterus to view, as uterus is almost closed structure. A pressure of about 50 to 70 mm of Hg are adequate for distension. If more than a mean arterial pressure is given, then more chances of extravasation of distending media is occur. Gaseous and liquid media are commonly used for distension of uterus. The distending media are carbon dioxide, which is commonly used for diagnostic purpose. It is soluble in blood and safe. Next is glycine 1.5% and mannitol plus glycine. In that condition, mannitol is used 5% and glycine is used 2.2%. While using liquid distension media, volume of fluid instilled, volume of return fluid, and the fluid deficit must be calculated. A fluid deficit of more than or equal to 500 ml is alarming to prevent hyponatremia and hypoosmolarity. Deficit of more than 1 liter require measurement of serum electrolytes and diuretic therapy. This is the scope where there are so many holes present at the end, so the distending media are entered through it into the uterine cavity. Pre-treatment evaluation and protocol for hysteroscopy. It should preferably be done in the post-menstrual phase with normal sized uterus. It should be preceded by diagnostic hysteroscopy. The pre-treatment with danazol and GnRH analog or progesterone for 4 to 6 weeks are used to make the endometrium thin prior to the endometrial ablation or resection in the case of therapeutic hysteroscopy. In diagnostic hysteroscopy, anesthesia are carried out as an outpatient under pericervical block with 1% xylocaine 10 to 15 ml, and in operative procedure, general anesthesia or regional anesthesia is given in the form of spinal or epidural. Now procedure. First of all, lithotomy position is given to the patient. Then Sims speculum is introduced. Then bimanual examination should be done. After that, uterine sounding is done to know the length and position of the uterine cavity. Then dilatation of cervix is done if required. After that, telescope is inserted with the diagnostic sheath, is gradually inserted through the cervical canal while the light is on. The distension media is flushed through the sheath and uterine cavity is evaluated thoroughly with a closer view at fundus, lateral, anterior and posterior wall and the tubal ostia. And the cervical canal is seen while withdrawing the hysteroscope from the uterus. This is the picture, shows that hysteroscope is introduced into the uterine cavity. This is the eyepieces and this is the speculum. This is the hysteroscopic views in normal uterine cavity, in the case of fibroid, in the case of polyp, in the case of Asherman syndrome where adhesions are found, in the case of unhealthy endometrium, and for the purpose of septum resection. There is a septum present in the uterine cavity. Now operative procedure. The transcervical resection of endometrium or laser ablation of endometrium is done to destroy the endometrium up to a depth of 3 to 5 mm. Resectoscope is normally used for myoma resection. Electrosurgical working element with 90% cutting loop is usually used to shave off any submucous leiomyoma. Myometrium is dissected through contact coagulation for 30 to 40 seconds to control bleeding. Hysteroscope is drawn to the level just above the internal os and septum is cut from below upward with simultaneous laparoscope. The contraindication of hysteroscopy is pelvic infection in the condition of pregnancy, in cervical cancer, where the cardiopulmonary disorders, and in the case of cervical stenosis. Now complication. The complication is divided into two parts, pre-operative and operative complication. Pre-operative complication are due to the distended media, fluid overload is occur, pulmonary edema and cerebral edema, hyponatremia, neurological symptoms, or ammonia toxicity due to the excess glycine absorption or embolism because of CO2 as a distension media. In In the operative procedure, uterine perforation, hemorrhage, intraoperative or post-operative hemorrhage, and injury to the intra-abdominal organ are the complication. Electrosurgically, thermal injury due to laser or electricity, and other complications are infection, anesthetic complication, and treatment failure. The late complications are abnormal uterine bleeding, hematometra and pyometras, and pregnancy may occur following TCRA, rarely. So thank you for listening me. This session is powered by Digital Version 2.0, Jyoti Vidyapeeth Women's University. Hope you all are satisfied with my session. If you have any queries, please write in comment box so I will resolve it. Thank you so much.